New attacks overnight in Ukraine as Russian forces target the city of Kyiv. That as President Biden heads to Europe today to meet with NATO allies. As Fox's Doug Luzader reports from Washington this morning, there are some difficult decisions to make ahead.
Well, the White House doesn't like to talk about red lines, but NATO will have to decide how far Russia can go before it triggers a response. Italian Red Cross workers help evacuate Ukrainians hoping to escape the violence. This is an international effort, and President Biden travels to Brussels today for an emergency NATO meeting where he's expected to announce a new wave of Russian sanctions.
He will join our partners in imposing further sanctions on Russia and tightening the existing sanctions to crack down on evasion and to ensure robust enforcement.
Russian forces have gained some ground and lost some as Ukrainians continue their heavy resistance. Russian President Vladimir Putin appears willing to level the country to win it over.
We have a concept of domestic security.
Putin's press secretary said nuclear weapons would only be used if Russia faces an existential threat. But how is that defined? And what would NATO do in response?
What is the atrocity threshold inside Ukraine that would provoke a more aggressive response from NATO? Is it chemical weapons? Is it Putin using one of his quote-unquote tactical smaller nuclear weapons?
These Russian forces were seen pulling up to a gas station and then looting it. A reminder that without supplies, even tanks have their limits.
If it doesn't have fuel, if it doesn't have ammunition, and if the crew doesn't have water and food, guess what? That tank can't fight. And that's what we're beginning to see all across Ukraine, is this utter breakdown of the Russian ability to supply its troops.
But in the cities under siege, Ukrainians, too, are running out of food, water, and supplies as the war drags on. In Washington, Doug Luzader, Fox News.